Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Roman Polanski. Rajmund Roman Thierry Polański is a French-Polish film director, producer, writer, actor, and convicted statutory rapist. Born in Paris, his Polish Jewish parents moved the family back to Poland in 1937, when he was 4. Poland was invaded by Nazi Germany 2 years later, in 1939. And Polanski spent the next 6 years of his childhood mostly on his own, trying to survive the ongoing Holocaust. Polanski's first feature-length film, Knife in the Water, made in Poland, was nominated for a United States Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film. He has since received 5 more Oscar nominations, along with 2 BAFTAs, 4 Césars, a Golden Globe Award and the Palme d'Or of the Cannes Film Festival in France. In the United Kingdom he directed 3 films, beginning with Repulsion. In 1968 he moved to the United States and cemented his status by directing the horror film Rosemary's Baby. A turning point in his life took place in 1969, when his pregnant wife, Sharon Tate, along with 4 friends, were brutally murdered by members of the Manson family. Following her death, Polanski returned to Europe and eventually continued directing. He made Macbeth in England, and Back in Hollywood, Chinatown, which was nominated for 11 Academy Awards. In 1977, Polanski was arrested and charged with the rape of a 13-year-old model during a photo session. He subsequently pled guilty to the charge of statutory rape. He was released from prison after serving 42 days, and as part of an apparent plea bargain, was to be put on probation. When he learned that the judge changed his mind and planned to reject the plea bargain, he fled to Paris before sentencing. In Europe, Polanski continued to make films, including Tess, starring aspiring actress Nastasia Kinski. It won France's Césars Awards for Best Picture and Best Director, and received 3 Oscars. He later produced and directed The Pianist, starring Adrian Brody, in a World War II true story drama about a Jewish-Polish musician. The film won 3 Academy Awards including Best Director, along with numerous international awards. He also directed Oliver Twist, a story which parallels his own life as a young boy attempting to triumph over adversity. He was awarded Best Director for The Ghostwriter at the 23rd European Film Awards, having made films in Poland, the United Kingdom, France, and the United States. He is considered one of the few international filmmakers. Early life. Polanski was born in Paris, the son of Bula and Rajmund Polański, a painter and manufacturer of sculptures, who had changed his family name from Liebling. His mother had a daughter, Annette, by her previous husband. Annette managed to survive Auschwitz, where her mother died, and left Poland forever for France. Polanski's father was Jewish, and originally from Poland. Polanski's mother, born in Russia, had been raised Roman Catholic, and was of half-Jewish ancestry. Polanski's parents were both agnostics. Polanski, influenced by his education in the People's Republic of Poland, said, "I'm an atheist," in an interview about his film, Rosemary's Baby. World War II. The Polanski family moved back to the Polish city of Kraków in 1936, and were living there when World War II began with the invasion of Poland. Kraków was soon occupied by the German forces, and Nazi racial purity laws made the Polanskis targets of persecution, forcing them into the Kraków ghetto, along with thousands of the city's Jews. Around the age of 6, he attended primary school for only a few weeks, until all the Jewish children were abruptly expelled, writes biographer Christopher Sanford. That initiative was soon followed by requiring all Jewish children over the age of 12 to wear white armbands with a blue Star of David imprinted for visual identification. After he was expelled, he would not be allowed to enter another classroom for the next 6 years. Polanski then witnessed both the ghettoization of Krakow's Jews into a compact area of the city, and the subsequent deportation of all the ghetto's Jews to concentration camps, including watching as his father was taken away. He remembers from age 6, one of his first experiences of the terrors to follow. His father was transferred, along with thousands of other Jews, to Mauthausen, a group of 49 German concentration camps in Austria. His mother was taken to Auschwitz and was killed soon after arriving. The forced exodus took place immediately after the German liquidation of the Krakow ghetto. A true-life backdrop to Polanski's film, The Pianist. Polanski, who was then hiding from the Germans, remembered seeing his father being marched off with a long line of people. Polanski tried getting closer to his father to ask him what was happening, and managed to get within a few yards. His father saw him, but afraid his son might be spotted by the German soldiers, whispered, "Get lost." Polanski escaped the Krakow ghetto in 1943, and survived by assuming the name Romek Wilk. With the help of some Polish Roman Catholic families, including Mrs. Cermak, who promised his father to shelter him, he attended church, learned to recite Catholic prayers by heart, and behaved outwardly as a Roman Catholic, although he was never baptized. His efforts to blend into a Catholic household failed miserably at least once. When the parish priest visiting the family posed questions to him one-on-one about the catechism, "You aren't one of us," he said. The punishment for helping a Jew in Poland was death. As he roamed the countryside trying to survive in a Poland now occupied by German troops, he witnessed many horrors, such as being forced to take part in a cruel and sadistic game in which German soldiers took shots at him for target practice. Author Ian Freer concludes that his constant childhood fears and dread of violence have contributed to the tangible atmospheres he conjures up on film. By the time the war ended in 1945, a fifth of the Polish population had been killed, with the vast majority of the victims being civilians. Of those deaths, 3 million were of Polish Jews, 90% of the country's Jewish population. According to Sanford, Polanski would use the memory of his mother, her dress and makeup style, as a physical model for Faye Dunaway's character in his film Chinatown. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.